you play cautious. And
first down at the 27. Jones and the Atlanta Falcons. What a threat he is.
yeah, he is. You know what it makes me think of when I see Julio Jones? Why didn't the University of Alabama throw it to him more? He's got everything too, Jim. You got to find ways to get the football in his hands and let him make some plays.
The Raiders with a nickel look here on defense. Freeman's handed the football. Able to take the football out to the 28-yard line. As we look at the defense, one of the real leaders on this unit is linebacker Curtis Lofton.
If you're looking for a linebacker to make the right decisions, to read the offensive plays the proper way, then make the tackle, make the play, well, then go get Curtis Lofton because he's that man.
Third and 9. Matt Ryan with the long pass down the field. Almost intercepted.
The Falcons really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's third and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field.
And of about 5. At Bending.
They're doing a good job so far, the defense, but on the offensive side, stay patient, keep pounding that football, and hopefully you can wear this defense down as the game goes along.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's second down and 9.
Look at that. Everybody at the line of scrimmage, the defense showing a blitz. Jim, look at that. The defensive line now shifting to the right.
And that pass is going out of bounds, incomplete. Amari Cooper caught a ton of passes at Alabama and was the first wide receiver taken in the 2015 draft.
He's ready to come in and play right away in the NFL. He's smooth. He knows how to run routes, and he was the man at Alabama, and that's what you want in your #1 receiver. Oh, look at that. Linebackers moving around.
And it's swatted away.
The Raiders don't have a lot of options on third and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
That return's good for about 7. The Falcons offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You're putting us back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
It's intercepted. They bring him to the turf.
Lofton's probably going to go to the sideline and tell him, hey, I got such a good pair of hands after that interception that I should play some tight end. I don't know about that, but I'll tell you this. He is one good linebacker.
The Falcons defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Moore's in on the tackle.
Murray's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
How you perform inside the red zone is often the difference in a game, and we'll get an early taste of that.
No doubt about it, Jim. You got to be creative when you get in the red zone. We'll see what the offense calls.
Murray's brought down.
Good solid run that time.
The Raiders come out in a jumbo set. Second down and 5. Murray's called on once again. Third down now.
You see the linebackers moving? What they're trying to do is confuse the quarterback.
Are you kidding me? Get the fuck out. Damn.
Players from both sides made an appeal, but the referees say it's on the defense. This is third down. And he'll hand it off to the fullback.
Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a first down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
Stepping up, ready to go from the 7.
Jim, I think this is a blitz. Look how close everybody is to the line of scrimmage.
The Raiders again will run the football. Second and goal from the 6. Tosses the football. Runs it across for the score. Touchdown. Bill, that's a terrific touchdown here late in the first, and they've now taken the lead.
Two touchdowns are terrific no matter what time you get them, though, Jim. But, hey, late in the first, what a way to answer for that offense. That was a really, really sharp drive.
The Falcons ready to return the kick.
I probably ain't coming in tomorrow either.
And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Falcons are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You've got to go out there and be much better. You got to go to work tomorrow?
Be off tomorrow. I'm supposed to go to work.
First down at the 22.
So I'm supposed to go to work.
Freeman's got it on the toss. Brought to the ground.
Freeman's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
Welcome back to this defensive showdown. Press coverage all the way.
Oh, look at that. The defensive line shifted over to the left.
The second quarter is underway with this snap. They jam it in on the goal line. Touchdown. The second quarter just barely underway, and they've erased the deficit and tied things with that touchdown.
Yeah, Jim, this kind of reminds me of a chess match. It's a good job going out there tying things up. Now we'll see the strategy from the other team.
The Raiders ready to return the kickoff.
The kick was goddamn ball.
Jones got it on the return. Taken down at about the 33, maybe the 34-yard line. The Raiders walk to the line. Tie game. The score's 7-7. First down at the 34. And here's the toss. Murray's met at the 37. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry. Second down after going to the ground game the first play. The Falcons lined up in the nickel.
The defensive line, they're shifting. They're getting into a spread look. I think they think this is going to be a pass.
And Crabtree can't hold on that time.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, they can make a big play.
Third down following the incompletion.
When you see linebackers like this shifting, they're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Oh, it almost picked off that time. I'll tell you what, it hasn't taken too long. And that punt is going out of bounds. They are not going to allow them to return it. The Falcons now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent positions.
The wide receiver in motion. First down at the 35. Throws the pass. What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete. Falcons have struggled in the passing game, but they're tied at this point. Ryan's been held in check, and that's a reason why the game is still tied right now, Phil.
In the NFL right now, if you can stop a team from passing the football well, you are doing a tremendous job on the defensive side, because everything is rigged for the offense. The rules, the size of these wide receivers, you can't touch the quarterback, so what a job by the defense.
The Falcons come out in a bunch set.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
The Falcons will take the snap from the 35. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands. Breaking huddle coming to the line at the 42. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Freeman's tackled down after a gain of 5.
D-line is shifting inside. They're pinching. I think they're expecting to run up the middle.
Devontae Freeman with the reception. Freeman's tackled down at the 29.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this, to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
Now inside the 30 at the 29. Ryan will be taking this snap out of the pistol. First and 10. Freeman's taking the handoff. Gains 17.
Freeman's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
Two minutes to go in the first half, and second down is coming up. And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Roddy White with the catch.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
On the way, third down. Ready to make the stop on the goal line. Loading up that defensive front. The give. Freeman's brought down after picking up just a yard.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
First and goal from the 1. Freeman's going to secure the handoff.
What a job by the defense down on the goal line. They were playing run all the way. It was a run. They got the penetration, and they tackled the runner for a loss.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. They motion the receiver around to the other side. Second and goal from the 2. Short run, and it's a touchdown. And as we near the half, the lead now is theirs thanks to that touchdown.
Yeah, you know, look at that. Just think about how much that changes the mentality of both teams. One now all psyched up and emotionally feeling great. And the defensive side, oh, my gosh, they are down and have to be disappointed about how they played on that drive.
Jones got a chance for a return. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33, maybe the 34-yard line. The Raiders offense failed to muster a single first down the last time they had it. Let's see if their offense this time can create a few sparks.
Well, you know, the coaches were upset at them when they went to the sideline, so the sense of urgency is there. You should be fired up, and I expect a better drive this time. When you see linebackers shifting around like this, what they're trying to do, confuse the quarterback.
Second down after the incompletion. Toss to the outside. That's a gain of 6.
Well, but there's under 2 minutes to go. Good job by the offensive ball carrier that time. He knows he can get no more yards. He steps out of bounds to stop the clock.
Now 3rd and 4 following the run. Carr's going to take it from the gun. The Raiders now moves the chains. Falcons defense now is going to go nickel.
The defensive lines conserve that timeout. Those are big down the stretch.
The Raiders decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only one. Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has an injury update.
Guys, I just spoke with a Raiders official. The good news is this is just a minor issue, but that being said, he's going to stay on the bench for a bit longer before heading back out on the field.
The defense at this point trying to keep him out of the end zone. The hit knocks the ball out, incomplete.
Roberts is one of those guys. If he drops a pass or makes a mistake on the field, he doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to make the catch.
Carr's back in shotgun formation. And it's batted down.
Gets tight down here in the red zone. So if you're a defender, read the quarterback. If you make a quick break on the football, hey, you get in a position like this and you can knock it down.
That last pass incomplete, and it brings up 3rd down.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage. Things get tight down here in the red area. I got to give the defensive man a lot of credit, though. In position, sees the ball thrown, and is able to get that hand up there and knock it down.
A short field goal try on the way. The kick is through for 3. That field goal gives this team a little boost of confidence as we draw near halftime.
I think these players and coaches are going to go in halftime feeling really good about what they've done here in the first half, keeping this game close like it is.
Hester's going to run this one out. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Falcons' offense looks unstoppable. Touchdown drives the last 2 times they've had it. Here they go again, Phil.
Yeah, they've been very good, Jim. They're taking advantage of situations and scoring touchdowns, and we know that's what you must do. If you don't get these touchdowns, what happens later in the game? Always
Intercepted!
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
Loss of 5 on the play. The Raiders step back onto the field on offense. Their last possession resulted in a field goal.
Well, I know this. It was good defense on the other side. That's what made them kick that field goal. So the defense is feeling good about the fact that they stopped that momentum by the offense and made them kick that field goal.
The Raiders take it from the 33. Going for the deep ball. Incomplete. We're headed to the half here in a tight, low-scoring defensive battle. I'm sure both teams will be making adjustments offensively coming out of the half. Larry Ridley's coming up next. The second half is officially underway. Jones is going to start his return. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Raiders talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going. Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
And it's out of bounds, incomplete. Failing to complete that one, so second down here. Flip to the outside. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Murray's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Now looking at third down. The Falcons with a nickel look here on defense. He's got the catch. The Raiders will go for it here on fourth down and a short yardage situation.
Look at the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 35. And they tackle him down at the 37-yard line.
The Raiders just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
They're able to move the chains after that last run.
Well, the defensive line noticed something. They're all shifting to the left.
And now here's the handoff. Gains about 3.
Murray's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
Second down and 8. And that'll probably go as a drop.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Third down. From the gun. Should have had it, but the hit knocked it out. Phil, how about a little imagination with this offensive play calling as they continue to get stopped time and time again on third down?
I'm surprised the head coach hasn't yelled at the offensive coordinator during this game, because no imagination, like you said, and that's one of the big reasons why they are having no success.
The Raiders elect to go for it and bypass the punt on fourth down. The Raiders line up, split backfield.
Well, it doesn't always have to be that scenario. Sometimes, tough situation like we see right now, the defense has got to go out there and get it done.
Inside the 50. Matt Ryan under center. First down at the 46. Freeman's tackled down after a gain of 2.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
after the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. The Raiders defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Tammy's going to pull in the bullet pass. He's brought down at the 25-yard line.
Good job by the offense picking up a 1st down there. They've been terrific all day long. They're winning the football game, and they are tiring this defense out.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 1st down at the 25. The defense gets the sack.
Well, if I was that quarterback, I'd be mad after getting sacked like that by the defensive end. Your offensive tackle's just got to do a better job.
It's now 2nd down. Ryan's setting up now in the pistol. Freeman's going to take the handoff now. Allen's able to read that play and make the hit.
The Falcons offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
Set up now at the 36. Playing press coverage to the outside. Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete.
The Falcons put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
Going for it on 4th down. The Falcons will line up. 1st down markers right at the 15-yard line.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Quarterback did not get the snap in time. That'll be a delay of game. Bosher is back now. He'll be punting it away. That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20. The Raiders back out there on offense. Their last drive, they had 4th down on their own side of midfield. They decided to go for it. Instead of punting the football away, we both were wondering why.
Oh, man, some people just never learn. They keep going forward on 4th down when they're in their own territory, and it always backfires. And what do you expect? Well, I know what you can expect, another loss.
The ball is out, and it's a takeaway. That was a big fumble recovery that gives this offense a chance to put some distance between them here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, these are two good football teams we see out there today, so it comes down to who's going to make that big turnover. That one there could be the difference in this game here today. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
1st and 10 to the ground. Alexander's the one who made the big stop.
The Raiders defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
Breaking huddle at the 15-yard line. The quarter is about to end. One more play first. And it's a 2-yard gain.
I guess you'd say he's like a quarterback. You can't complete them all. And this running back, he can't make every run spectacular. Nowhere to go, so only gets a couple yards this time.
Ready to go from the 13-yard line. Ryan's alone in the backfield.
The D-line all talking. I think they're expecting run. That's why they're shifting to their left.
He'll take the snap, the first here in the fourth quarter. In his hands, complete, touchdown. And with less than a quarter to play, it's going to be very difficult to catch them at this point.
Yeah, the chances of a comeback have almost gone to impossible. But I'll say this on the offensive side. Don't take any chances and see if you can just find a way to march down the field to score to keep this game going.
And here's Jones. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Raiders offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
First down at the 26. A foot race to the end zone. Not able to get away from Jackson that time.
Well, when you're down a couple scores in the second half, you're just looking for some positives and trying to get some momentum on your side. So that first down by the offense, maybe that'll give them some confidence, and we'll see where they go with it from here.
Offense lining up here after picking up more than 30 on the previous play. Second and 10 coming up. Double tight end formation. Murray's got it on the handle. And he's going to be told, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Nice job that time by the defense, knowing the situation. Go ahead and let the quarterback complete the pass. Just make sure you come up.
That play is going to be challenged. They're going to take another look at this one to try to determine if it was an accurate spot.
Well, Jim, when there's a challenge of spotting the football, what they're doing when they go to replay, they're trying to see, it has to be clear. In other words, it can't be, they're not going to move it 1 inch or something like that. They have to have a spot on the field where they clearly can see that the spot was not right for them to change where it was spotted.
The Raiders come out. Jumbo package on the field. The give this time to the fullback.
I'm not going to disagree with the coach at all making that decision. Fourth and short. He just figures his offense. We can get this. Well, he was wrong. Now you hope the defense can come out there and stop him.
At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Ryan from the gun. Ryan connects with White. That's reception number 2 for him.
It is hard to make a tackle from behind out there in open space with the speed of all these guys in the NFL, but a good job that time by the defense making that tackle.
Ryan's got no one behind him, just a quarterback waiting for the snap. Jacob Tammy has the catch.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
Time's running out on this one, midway through the fourth. Jones is tackled down after a gain of 15.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
Ryan's now completed 4 in a row. It was right there, but he didn't bring it in.
Freeman's not able to come up with the catch. And a lot of times when you see a receiver drop a pass, they take their eyes off it. It comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
Time enough to squeeze in one more play before the 2-minute warning here in the 4th. Touchdown, Falcons. Coleman's second touchdown of the game.
Oh, what a good job there by the offense. 3rd and goal. And what do? They run the football against the defense. And nice job
I just
getting the
got to
touchdown.
get used to the butt.
2 minutes in the second half. Corners are backing off here. The Raiders take it from the 23. Going deep. And it falls incomplete.
You only get so many opportunities in a game, Jim, and there was one. The quarterback just overthrew the receiver.
2nd down coming up. The field. Intercepted. Phil, can you believe the defense steps up and makes the interception to clinch it for him today?
Oh, they love this. Nothing like winning a game with a defensive play to ice everything. And I give the defense all the credit. Just a great play on their part.
The Falcons come to the line with a bunch set. Matt Ryan from the shotgun. Ryan over to Jones.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. They're going to the hurry. He'll throw it over the middle. Unbelievable grab.
I think the coach on the sidelines, he's going to be happy with every first down because he knows that's more time off the clock. When you're up like this, multiple scores in the second half, every first
today, and it's almost on the brink of running up the score and creating some bad blood. What do you think, Phil?
Who cares, man? Rub it in, baby. Rub it in. When you're on top and you're winning the game, I say go for it. Rub some salt in that wound and let them know how much it hurts.
You think I could be Donovan?
Jones has got a chance to return this one. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. The Raiders take the field on offense. They have been manhandled here throughout today, Phil. And what can they take out of these last few minutes that could be positive for them?
Well, Jim, in a situation like this, there's really nothing you can do.
First down at the 20. Cooper's got it on a pass that had something taken off of it.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do is just keep picking up those first downs. We hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
Yeah, you can run it back.